Habari ma Afrika, mimi ni King, nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Asante kwa kutazama King Tsetso. Ladies and gentlemen, I am quite impressed with the Democratic Alliance, and I am happy that they are kind of distancing themselves from the actions of Afriforum, even though we know low-key they are involved to a certain degree. But the DA must stay away from Afriforum. Afriforum is going to make the DA to lose votes. Afriforum is not a political party. We must name and call the Afriforum for what they are, and that is being a terrorist organization. They are here to divide South Africans even further. They are here to make the world think that there is something wrong with South Africans. They don't want us to fix our historical injustices that was created by them, the apartheid regime. They don't want African children to be in one school. They want Afrikaners to be one side, black children to be one side. And that divides us. No integration of African communities and the cultures in South Africa is going to further divide our country even more. It's a joke that even we call ourselves a rainbow nation only when rugby and cricket is playing. So the question I then ask to follow up all of this madness that is happening between Afriforum not wanting to leave after Donald Trump have said, listen guys, you can come and stay in America. I will assist you. Come this side. Come as farmers. Come and stay this side. We've got land for you guys here. The question I want to ask is, Abantu Abamnyama, what is it exactly, if you can tell me and pinpoint exactly the same thing that you want to tell me? What is it that can get African people angry in South Africa? What is it? What will it take to wake up black people in South Africa? Because the tuck shop scenario did not wake you up. Many children have been unalived. The currency manipulation did not wake you up. Orania, Kleinfontein did not wake you up. The 95 Libyans that was in the military camp in Mpumalanga, White River, did not wake you up. What is it exactly that can wake you South Africans up to be patriotic about your country? I just want to know, because when are you going to stand up and actually fight for your country? Who is going to challenge Afriforum, in other words? Let's talk about that and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Tsetso. I'm your host, Kagiso Shongwane Zinjiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we're talking about the Democratic Alliance, distancing itself from the claims of Afriforum that there is land grabs that are happening in our country, focused to one specific ethnic group. It's crazy that we have allowed Afriforum to go this far in our country. But the Democratic Alliance President John Steenhuisen, the Minister of Agriculture, has come out to defend South Africa to a degree and to say, listen, it is not true that there is some land grabs that are happening in South Africa. There is no land that is expropriated without compensation in South Africa. Now the question is, when America hears what white people are saying, white politicians who don't like the ANC, who don't like the EFF, who don't like, when they hear like the opposition of the ANC, the official opposition, which is the Democratic Alliance, when they hear them say things like there is no land that is expropriated, what are we going to get from the USA? Are we going to get an apology from the US? What is it? Are they going to wait the whole entire 3 months to withdraw the funding and impose sanctions on our country? What is the USA going to do? Because here is a person who obviously does not like any move that the ANC does, but comes out in defense of our country and say, listen, there is no expropriation that is being taken without compensation here in South Africa.
Precisely why I think there should have been a broader discussion within the GNU on that. However, we now have to move very quickly to protect South Africa's economy and South Africa's jobs. And that can only come about from having a proper dialogue with the United States government. The Trump White House has clearly issued this executive order. I think some of the decisions have been made on misinformation around the true state of affairs in South Africa. There is no land being expropriated on a mass scale from anybody in South Africa without compensation.
One thing that must be made clear here is that when we talk about the misinformation towards the president of the US, Donald Trump, and his cabinet, when we say they are misinformed, we must be clear who misinformed them. We must be clear. We know Elon Musk is part of those people, but we know there's an organization, a terrorist organization from South Africa that is traveling to America. It is well recorded on YouTube. Them going there, the interviews are there. You don't have to go crazy and go and dig a hole to find these interviews. They are on YouTube right now. Some of them are even beginning, Mr. Krill, to delete some tweets of last year and the year before when they were traveling to America. They are deleting some tweets, but we are finding those tweets anyway, because whatever you delete, we can still backtrack. We know how to investigate them. Us in the Black Twitter, we know what to do. So when we say they are misinformed, we must not just say they are misinformed. We must say Afriforum misinformed the American government. They misinformed them. And the DA cannot afford for the GNU to collapse because of Afriforum, because the racist DA does not want the EFF to come in. They don't want to. The DA and the Afriforum have shown us that they are cut from the same cloth. That even though they say they are abused in the government, the DA, that the ANC does as they please, they will never leave the powers that they have in the GNU. Yeah, the blue lights, they will never leave that. The same goes with Afriforum. No matter what happened, they can say there's genocide, they can say whatever, but here's Donald Trump say, come stay in the US. They say no, we don't want to leave. How can you cry out for help when the help comes, then all of a sudden you don't want to leave? It's embarrassing. I think the USA is going to be very embarrassed dealing with these African people. Tina, we deal with them every day. In fact, in South Africa, we have gotten to love them and understand them. We know what type of people they are. So the USA will quickly find out what type of people they are dealing with here. We've been dealing with them since 1652. We know them very well. Donald Trump so the Democratic Alliance president is saying, there is no land expropriation without compensation in South Africa. There's no mass land grabs here. There's nothing like that. And this must be ringed and played. And I'm looking at the journalists of America and everywhere when they are speaking. They are all saying, hey, we are confused. We don't know. We were all caught by surprise by this move. And some people are saying, no, the real president of America is Elon Musk. And so Elon Musk is that type of person. When he makes decisions, he does not think. If you think Trump is worse, Elon is on another level. He can just decide all of us to block our Twitter accounts now, tomorrow. There's nothing that we can do. There's nothing we can do. He's got the powers. He's got the powers. So, hey, we really need to tread carefully when we're dealing with America, because the misinformation is crazy. It's not making South Africa look good. But all we wish for as South Africa is that when they finally bring back the founding, we must say no to it. Because I'm telling you, they are going to use it as leverage again in 2029 when the elections come. So we don't want them to have any bargaining issue on the table. They must not say, yeah, vote for DA or else we will, they must not have any power in 2029. Let them put us on sanctions, it's okay. Let them pull their AGOA, it's okay. They are the biggest, the second export that we have trade-wise after China. We will make a plan. Let them take everything that they want to take. Let them lock us out. Let them do whatever makes them happy. We will never support Israel over the genocide of Palestine. We will never do that. We will, as South Africa, will never do that. And we did it on a fair plane, even plane, where we went to the international court and we raised our issues there and we presented our case there to show that what Israel is doing to Palestine is wrong, and we will never go back to those words ever. That's a win for the ANC government. That's a win for the ANC government. Now the issue is now Afriforum, the one that went out and made all the noise that they made, they don't want to go. And guys, we are giving Afriforum the attention of a political party. The way we are treating Afriforum, you would swear that Afriforum has got votes and seats in parliament. The way mainstream media is on Afriforum, including SABC 2. It's embarrassing. SABC 2. SABC. SABC was right there filming Afriforum. Why? We should be suing them, not filming them.
In the country. So that we will do, but we have to state categorically, we don't want to move elsewhere. We are not going to ask our children now to move to another country. We are not going to ask our children now to move to another country.
Negative, and we don't want people to immigrate. We are a relatively small cultural group, and we want to convince our people that there is still a future for them in South Africa. That is also why we want to engage with the South African government and with the United States, because we are looking at what is necessary for our people to stay in South Africa sustainably, in order for them to make a sustainable contribution towards the country and all its people. And one of that minimum preconditions is, according to our view and many international research, is Afrikaans schools, Afrikaans universities and so on. Any culture need schools and also other institutions to take its culture forward towards the new generation.
When I was watching Afriforum do their thing, do their press, I was like, hey, Buffett, where are the black advocates? Where are the black law practitioners? Why is it that we don't have one crazy black law firm that can say we are going to sue Afriforum for treason? Why is it that we don't fight this terrorist organization? Huh? For how long are they going to be free to act? They are saying, Afriforum is saying, no, we will talk to the president. We are arranging a meeting with the U.S. The U.S. government. We're going to talk to them. Who are you representing? Who are you representing? Who voted for you to talk to our president, Cyril Ramaphosa? You are not a political party. So every organization can just write an email and demand to meet with the president and ask the president to allow racism to continue in our country. Is that what is happening now in South Africa? I know, man, South Africans are as man. What is it that will get South Africans mad? Man, there is nothing. South Africans, don't let anyone tell you anything else. You are the nicest people on earth. That is why every African country can flock to South Africa. You've got Ubuntu, you are welcoming, you've got good hearts, and you are forgiving, you South Africans. South Africans get angry today. Tomorrow they have forgotten. Tomorrow a piano dance competition can come, a dance move, and South Africans have forgotten what happened yesterday. South Africans can forget about tuck shops. How many children have been unalive with the tax? South Africans have forgotten. The funeral had passed. South Africans are long over that thing. Don't tell South Africans about tax shop anymore. South Africans are supporting the tax shops. There's no issues. The food has got, all of a sudden there's no poison. Nobody's dying. Everything is okay. South Africans who are fighting for the township economy have forgotten. South Africans, you can manipulate their currency. They will not do anything. South Africans will have absolutely no problem with you manipulating a currency when the standard of living is so high. You tell South Africans, actually you are supposed to pay less for fuel, less for the food basket, less for the school fees, less. Your money should stretch a little bit longer through the month. South Africans are not angry. You can tell South Africans, you African people in South Africa, you are paying a higher premium on insurance. Insurances are charging black people a higher interest than other races. South Africans will not have a problem. You can tell South Africans, there are 95 Libyans that are training in an army base, doing military drills there. Nobody knows how they came here, what type of visa they got to come into South Africa. South Africans, the next day, they have forgotten about it. South Africans were angry about Orania for 2 seconds. South Africans don't care about Orania. South Africans, they just complain on social media, no actions, no nothing. South Africans are not worried about anything. Tell South Africans about Stokvel and end of the year function. Tell South Africans about, alcohol. We consume like something like 1 billion in December. Or tell South Africans about nice time, about making the song of the year. That's where we excel. I'm sorry to say that. Hijacked buildings. South Africans complain today. Tomorrow there are South Africans staying in those hijacked buildings, paying their rent to a foreign person. South Africans. Now we've got Afriforum. Afriforum has went overseas, misrepresented the politics of our country to such an extent that America has taken steps against us. South Africans, you see how angry South Africans are today. Tomorrow there will be another story. There will be another story from the DRC or somewhere. South Africans are going to forget about this. We are forgiving like nobody's business. Until we are the true sons of God. Because we practice what the Holy Book says, forgive and forget. We practice. You would swear that in 1993, there were no benches and no streets and no places where black people could not go, where it says Europeans only. You would swear in 1993. You would swear that everything was okay. You would swear that Chris Hanni's killer was not recorded by ENCA, and he said, listen, if I had a chance, I would do it again. ENCA, instead of understanding the sensitivity of those words, no, they recorded it and played it to South Africans. Upanyaza Lisufi said, don't kill Chris Hani again. We have killed Chris Hani 55 times, man. Chris Hani is no longer fearing death the way we have killed him and resurrected him and killed him many times as South Africans. What will get us angry as South Africans? For us to move. For us to stand up. What is going to anger us for us to stand up? I'm so happy that we've got people like Mike Khadebe who say, King, I'm raising my hand. I'm raising my hand. I want to see us building schools for our children. Because you hear the Afrikaner says the preconditions for them to stay in South Africa is that there must be African schools and African universities. That's what they are saying. That's how important education is. They understand if you lose the power to educate your children, you are gone. You are losing generations without even noticing. That's why we are building the Pan-Africanist School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. We want to advocate for schools to revise and recheck the history books of Africa. When a child learns history, it must be a proper history that is told by our people. When a child learns economics, they must understand what is it they are learning, the impacts of economics, and understanding how to maneuver themselves through the fiscus of our country. When a child learns technology, they must know what technology, the impact of technology in medicine, in construction, in all the industries, how technology improves all of these industries. Most importantly, a child must understand what is agriculture. Why is it important to study agriculture? What is food security? That is what we want to do in the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. We've got people like Mike Hadebe who have bought us a pallet of bricks. Guys, take a pallet of bricks. You guys make sure that you are building this school. So it is very important for us to build this school. Africans, wake up and put your hands in your pocket and donate to Paseta. Because 10 years from now, we're going to find ourselves still talking about nothing. Still complaining. Every week there's something new in South Africa. Every week there's a new topic. And when we look at the topics, they are distracting us from building, from uniting. All of these topics. But you look at the Afrikaner people, they are building, they are doing, they are distracted, but they are distracted with their business. We are distracted with other things. Let's wake up. Let's wake up. We are asking, Afriforum has got 350 people donating to it, 350,000 people donating to it, apparently. I hope that number is correct. There's 350 members, good members in standing. Paseta has got about 72 members in good standing that can give us 50 rand donation each month. 72 members. Now you ask yourself, how fast are we going to build the school? This little YouTube channel has got 45,000 subscribers. If only 10,000 people could donate 50 rand, 10,000 people, we would build this school in months, in 6 months. But you don't know what is it that angers South Africans to wake up and do something for the coming generation. You don't know. I don't know. We are trying to do something. Instead of helping, people will shut you down and kick you down. This thing is not going to work. What do you know? African people. Please, guys, we've got a gala dinner on the 2nd of May. Please make sure that you purchase your ticket on www.paseta.co.za. Purchase your gala dinner ticket. It's 1,000 rand. Leave the VIP. The table of VIP is full. I told you guys, don't waste time with the tickets. Okay, VIP, only one ticket is left. And another pending payment. So make sure if you want to be on the VIP table that you are going to pay that 2,000 rand right now. Please pay it right now so that we can close this chapter of VIP and concentrate on the other tables. And I'm asking you very nicely, the tables will be sold. We are not trying to fill a stadium. The venue is very small that can only accommodate only 120,000 people. 120,000 people. Only 120 people. 120 people. So the venue is small. We are not filling a big stadium. This is an exclusive event for people who want to know the business of Paseta. So that's all I'm going to ask for you. Purchase the ticket right now to avoid disappointment. We cannot bring extra tables in the venue. The venue will be packed because of how it will be, the layout of the tables. So please purchase your tickets. Make sure this month does not end up until you purchase your ticket. Because by the middle of March, somewhere there will be announcing that the gala dinner is sold out. So I don't want you to be left out. Please come and assist us to build this school. We need professionals. We need experts who are going to come and advise us, who want to partner with us, people who want to talk to us and say, guys, this is the way you do it. Everything, because this has never been done before, so we can't claim that we know everything. We just bring in professionals from all different industries to come and assist us with building Paseta in a good way. Curriculum, working with everything. It's crazy how how much work must be put in just building a school, guys. So thank you so much to all the groups, the advisory group, the strategic partners, the construction group, the Paseta Community Hub, all the groups. I can't name all of them. There's a lot of them. Please, the event organization group, all of them. Thank you so much for working behind the scene, because people just see my face online, but there's more than 100 people behind me who are doing the work to build Paseta. So go on www.paseta.co.za to purchase your gala dinner ticket. Please, my people, until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child, do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.